Yo, what up? My name is Seth, and welcome to my first ever manga haul video. Today I'd like to first start with the unboxing, and then after we can discuss what you can expect from this channel going forward. So, to begin, let's start with the first series I decided to collect. Oh, and since this is my first time ever filming an unboxing, enjoy me opening the box the wrong way so I could hide my address and then proceed to accidentally show it anyways. Anyways, with that out of the way, the first series I decided to collect is Wodokoi, Love is Hard for Otakus. I've actually watched the anime for Wodokoi and I really enjoyed it, which is what got me to buy this manga, but also because there will likely never be a season 2, but the manga is a finished story, so I wanted to experience the full story. Instead of being a typical high school rom-com, Wodokoi is a romance comedy between two working adults who also happen to be just like massive fucking nerds, just like us. This is what, in my opinion, makes the story so good. It cuts all the bullshit and misunderstandings that you get with most romance stories, and just focuses on making you laugh while still progressing the romance aspect. And of course the series is extra relatable to us because the main characters love the same things we do: anime, manga, video games. If you haven't already read or watched Wodokoi and you do like romance, I would recommend picking it up. With volumes 1 through 5 collected, all that leaves is volume 6, which has yet to be released in English. But once it does, I will be buying it ASAP. The next manga I copped was Berserk. It was a big one, but to be honest, it was 100% worth it. As of the time of editing, I'm already more than halfway done with Berserk, and to be honest, it's been quite the ride. There isn't much to say about Berserk that hasn't already been said, to be honest. But for a quick rundown, Berserk is a story about how the main character fights against his fate in brutal, bloody fights with humans and demons alike. Berserk is a story that is basically constantly kicking you in the balls, helping you get back up, and then kicking you in the balls again. And yeah, I fucking love it. If you haven't at least tried reading it, I think you should give it a shot, unless you can't handle extremely dark topics. But do keep in mind it does have a pretty slow start, but once you get past the first couple volumes, you'll start to see how good the story can progress. Also, don't bother with the anime until after you've read it, because honestly you'll just be disappointed, especially considering the animation disaster that was the 2016 version. With this package arriving, I'm still missing a good chunk of the volumes, but with that being said, they will be arriving as I purchased the whole set in one go. But after I finish reading Berserk, I actually do plan to sell the entire series, and instead of collecting the singles, I'm going to start collecting the deluxe editions. The only reason I started with the single volumes was so that I could finish reading the entire story, because I'm kind of impatient and I really do like to complete the story. But yeah, once I'm finished, I will be going for the deluxe editions instead. Next up is The Walking Dead. Look, I know, before a keyboard warrior comes at me for including The Walking Dead in this video, I'm aware that it's not a manga, but at the same time, I don't really care, because it is my channel and I want to show it off. So for those who haven't heard of The Walking Dead, the show really blew up in popularity around 2016. I believe this is when I was consistently watching it. Around this time I received this as a gift and finished reading 3 out of the 4 compendiums that I'm showing on screen right now. The Walking Dead is basically your typical post-apocalyptic zombie story, and while I can't comment on the ending or the last couple arcs, the parts that I did read were extremely enjoyable due to the lovable characters and solid writing. It is a good read and definitely worth your time, so if I were you, I'd at least give it a shot to see if you enjoy it. With all 4 compendiums, I do now own the entire series, and even after having them for a couple years, they're still in pretty good condition. The only glaring issue being the tear on the spine of Compendium 1, but unfortunately, that was just because 8th grade me was too smooth-brained to understand how to properly read a book without hurting the spine. So, it is unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. Finally, to end off this unboxing, I'll be opening a bookmark I ordered. I was actually really excited to open this because the way it was ordered, I didn't know what images would actually be on the bookmark, because I only specified what character I wanted on it. This character, of course, being the absolutely, undeniably best girl, Makima from Chainsaw Man. This bookmark is pretty high quality, and the pictures the maker chose were perfect in my opinion, so I was really happy with the way it came out. So now that the unboxing and showcase is finished, let's talk about this channel and what you can expect. Basically, this channel will mostly be for my manga hauls, and I expect to post about once a month, but of course this can vary and nothing is really set in stone yet. If I have other manga or anime related videos, I will consider making content other than manga hauls. I want my videos to mostly just be a documentation of my progress, but also be informative and enjoyable to watch. A lot of the manga haul videos I've seen from other creators are well polished, but lack any form of personality, so can sometimes be pretty boring in my opinion. I want my videos to provide information on the series I'm collecting, but also make you laugh occasionally with my jokes and personality. But it isn't like I'm some sort of comedian, so there is a good chance my jokes will flop and I'll just be embarrassing myself, but to be honest, that's all good. Regardless if this video gets 1 view or 1,000 views, I plan to keep producing more because at the end of the day, this is to keep progress of my new hobby of collecting, and if I can share that with others, that's great, but it's not absolutely necessary. Oh, and also, if this video happens to get any views, comment if you have any suggestions on the way this video is presented, as well as any questions you have for me. If I get enough questions, I think it'd be a cool idea to do like a Q&A at the end of each video. Questions can be about manga and anime, or anything else. It doesn't really matter all too much, to be honest. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See ya.